Hi, it's Kimi from Richardson Nature Center. I am here at Crow-Hassan Park Reserve, and I am here with Angela, and we are going to go try and find some Blanding's turtles. Let's go.
My name is Angela Grill. I'm a wildlife biologist here at Three Rivers Park District, and today we are doing telemetry work for locating our Blanding's turtles. So Blanding's turtles are a strait threatened species. We are fortunate enough to have them in 3 parks, and today we're at Crow-Hassan Park Reserve where we have them radioed. We have 7 turtles radioed this season. So what we use is this lovely gear right here. So I have a receiver, which is this, an antenna, and then the transmitter is on the turtle. So when I come out here, I have to pick a location where I think I can start picking up signals and find out what direction to start heading in. So right now, I am going to power up my gear and start seeing which turtles I can hear. So I will hold the antenna up and slowly scan. And you'll be able to hear, if I adjust this gain a little bit, to hopefully get a clearer beep. You can tell that beep changes its strength as I point the antenna in different directions. So it sounds like the strongest signal I'm getting is over in this area, which there are a few possibility of wetlands that they would be in. So now that I have a general idea of what direction to head for this turtle, I have all the channels pre-programmed in, so I know this is channel at a specific frequency. Her nickname is Martha, and she is specimen number 1101. So she was first captured in 1995. She's a female. She was 6 years old when we first caught her. And you can see all the other notes that we have in our database that show information specifically about this turtle. And the last time I located her was this winter when I found her in pothole number 14. And that's kind of where I heard the direction of the beep coming from. So it is possible she is still there this spring. So I'm going to make a note on here to head that direction as I scan through the other turtles. But I will now know where to head after we pack up and head to our next destination. So we have found one that is very loud for its beep, as you can tell. And so once we have a really loud beep, again, I'm pretty confident that the loud beep is this direction, is I can turn what is called the gain down. So I go into menu and I turn the gain down. And what this does is narrow in my range just a little bit. It's like casting a wide net and then narrowing it down as I get closer to the turtle, so that I can really hear changes in that beep. It makes it more sensitive. You can hear the beep gets a really crisp, loud sound this direction into the woods. And guess what? There's a pothole in there. A nice little wetland that Blandings like to hang out. They're a state threatened species. I don't know if you're familiar with turtles at all.
Not
So they have a really high dome shell and a bright yellow throat. And they're state threatened, so they're pretty rare. But we have them in this park. And so we monitor some of them to figure out where they go, when do they come up to nest, because we burn these prairies typically. We're not burning this year.
Okay.
And so when they come up, we know to stop burning.
Yep.
We don't want to affect them. So I listen to hear where they are. And so you can hear a faint little beep. And that's the radio on the turtle. So it's just like your radio station in your car. Is they have like a special frequency they send out. And I can just change and adjust this to hear all the different frequencies. So each turtle has its own frequency. And then I can figure out where they are.
Like, how many are in there?
In the park, we probably don't have as many as we would hope. This was all farmland when we bought the parks, and so a lot of the turtles probably fell victim to farming and not having places to nest. But with the river, we think they've still been able to come and go. So we've slowly been seeing an increase, but I mean, in this given body of water, not more than a handful, a few. But scattered across, we have a bunch of different potholes all over the park, so they're probably, I mean, we probably have under 100 here.
Okay.
It's not a very big population, but enough for us to keep tabs on and hope that,
that's cool.
and then we'll protect their nests. So when the females come up that have radios, I can follow them in the prairie, find where they nest, and then protect their nest. So we hopefully get more turtles.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys work like in this park or Three Rivers Park?
I work in all of the parks.
Like just monitoring animals and stuff?
Yep. So I'm a wildlife biologist,
Got
and
it.
Kimi here is a naturalist, so she does the education part.
Okay.
So she works at Richardson out of Highland Park in Bloomington.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
And then for me, I get to go to all the parks. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm getting paid on a beautiful day to come out and listen for turtles. It's the So we are done with locating the turtles today. I found all 6. There is one I didn't get quite. It's our young male. For another time I will come and look for him, but I've recorded all of their locations, which will get entered into our database, and then I will come out in a couple weeks to see where they are moving to perhaps come up for nesting. And so to give you an idea of what the radio transmitter looks like that is on them, you can see right here. So it has an antenna, so we put this towards the back end so the antenna doesn't interfere with anything. And then we fasten it on with super glue and epoxy. And so we just make sure we clean the turtle's shell really well, and then you have to hold it in place for about 15 minutes, and the turtle will be good to go in about a couple hours. We'll let it sit. So we try not to hold the turtles too long when we're putting the batteries on, but this is something that doesn't hinder them at all. And we replace it after the battery. So the batteries on these last for about 3 to 5 years, and then we replace them.